guys? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. My name is Annie. I welcome you to come into these tarot readings with an open heart, an open mind, and a desire to better yourself. This is optional advice or guidance meant to motivate you, empower you, inspire you, and offer you confirmations on things that you are already thinking and feeling and sensing. If you don't resonate with the material that comes through, please push those messages aside. They may resonate for you at a later date, and they may not. Have faith it's going out to someone who needs to hear it, even if it is not you. Use your logic, your discretion, your discernment. Separate what is meant for you and what is not. I come at this with love and positivity, so please take that away here today. You are responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Let's try and have some fun. To get you some insightful messages, check out that box below for the decks I use, how to contact me for a personal, as well as my social media links. Welcome to the tea party. Let's read your tarot cards. What's good, air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius? Your timestamps will be right down below if you want to hop right to yours. Little Sips, Mini Love Tarots. Let's start with Gemini. Let's connect with Gemini's energy. Tell me about Gemini's person. Let's get 3 cards for Gemini's person, whoever Gemini is thinking about. Gemini, if you're not thinking about anyone, this might not be your story yet. Check back later. It may resonate at a later date. Gemini's person. All right, someone's coming out from the cold. Someone who you haven't been with. There could have been feelings of miscommunication, misunderstandings, but someone is feeling lost, or I'm just sort of getting icy vibes. So I don't know if you ice them out or they remove themselves from the relationship, but I feel like someone's wanting to reach out to you, but they're also worried that, I'm trying to say this gently, but I'm sort of hearing that your retaliation will be childish. Now, it could go vice versa. You, Gemini, could have been dealing with someone who was a little bit immature and kind of childish in the way they, maybe like you guys fought a lot or something of the sort. If it's not that, I think this person is just suspicious that if they make an offer to you, you're going to be... I think they think you're also going to be suspicious of it or judgmental. There's something about someone who's wanting to make an offer that they're very excited about, but I think they're sensing that you might question it or not be on the same, quite literally the same pages. They're coming out from the cold. So for most of you, this is probably someone you've already tried to date or were flirting with or romantic in some sense. For others of you, it could be someone who's already in your network, but maybe they're in the friend zone or something. Like maybe you don't necessarily look at them as romantic, so you have to put it in context of what makes sense to you. For some of you, this person isn't new, but you've never dated them. But I do think that they're nervous to approach you because they feel like you're going to shoot them down. That's sort of the main thing. So give me some cards on Gemini then. What is coming up in their energy? What does Spirit really want Gemini to know about their own actions in this situation, or confirm things, whatever? If you've been putting in the spiritual work on yourself, Gemini, don't throw it away for small potatoes. There might be temptation in this offer to go back to someone who it's familiar or it's comfortable, but Spirit is almost confirming to me, you've done so much work on yourself. Don't throw it away by engaging in a conversation or relationship that takes you back to feelings of hurt and mistrust. Things that obviously didn't work out in your past for a reason. It's not to say you can't entertain the idea, but I'm almost getting a Spirit is kind of like, but we've come so far. Why are we looking back? I think the Spirit is trying to get you to look ahead. If you are dealing with a Taurus who's coming out from the cold, the Taurus really wants to work with you. Possibly ascend to a higher spiritual level with you, so it could be commitment of some kind, Gemini. Give me a few more on Gemini. So Gemini's been working on themselves, and I think Spirit is it's like hats off to you. You've been doing a really good job, Gemini, on working on yourself. So I keep getting the message, don't quit now. Like don't take, low-hanging fruit. Like, aim higher. Aim much higher. So you have commitment possibly with, again, an Aries or a Taurus is showing up here, possibly a Leo, but the Leo showed itself and hopped back in. So you have a Leo that's peeking in on you, but they're not coming forward yet. Possibly another Gemini in the mix. So give me more, because I'm just seeing people right now. Tell me more about this. Commit to your work. There's going to be some sort of break in terms of, almost like release the floodgates, lucrative income, some means of income. It's on the way. So it's saying don't put your work on the sidelines to invest in a romantic partnership. But I have to be honest, I don't know if this is worth pursuing. I don't really love any of these cards. I don't mind this one, only it comes with some baggage. It's not fresh. Or again, it's this person who's just very fearful of conversing with you because they're worried you're going to reject them. So already you're probably going to know if this is your story because you're going to know why this person's like shaking in their boots to talk to you. Maybe, again, I am sort of wanting to say something about childish behavior could have been the fault of this relationship not working out. Whose ever end it was, it may have been both of you, right? This could have been ages ago, right? To me, it's saying you've done a lot of growing spiritually, mentally, emotionally developing. There's something about a decision regarding your work, important news regarding your work. So make sure you're investing time and energy for that. For most of you, it's something very, I'm hearing profound, but something that would get you excited about your work. An opportunity possibly for travel, or some sort of why is this turning into a career reading? Like a psychic retreat or joining some sort of spiritual community or spiritual group. It can even be artistic. It doesn't have to be like spiritual faith-based, but it's something, sorry, let me silence my phone. Ding! Although I feel like the dings are confirmation. Some sort of, come on, there we go. Sorry about that. Some sort of like spiritual or creative retreat, and it kind of has like soulmate, soul vibe energy to it. So you may meet a collective of people there that are very much in alignment with what you desire. It could even be at a new job, right? You may end up working with people who they become your besties, or there's something about psychic communication from a distance, possibly with a male air sign, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. And some of you are fearing the worst about your spouse. There's, if you are already married and put a lot of work into this, but you're dealing with someone who's very headstrong and very arrogant and uncompromising, I think a lot of my Geminis are at the point where you're about ready to cut it, but you might not be divorcing or if it's not marriage, disengaging from something because you're worried about being alone and having to start from scratch. But ultimately, it's like you can choose to end something that's unstable or you can stay in it. But if it truly is unstable and unhealthy, universe is going to come in and do it for you. So it's almost like universe is giving you one last chance. And this is only, I don't do fear-based readings. This is only for the Geminis who it's like, you're very psychic. You see where this is going. And for some of you, you got into an engagement or a long-term commitment where it's just not working out because, again, it's like there's just something about this where they're quite literally turned in opposite directions. So I think some of you may be staying in a relationship out of fear, but universe is saying, have faith. Know that fear, it's going to turn into like an epiphany, or, when the moon is out, it's shadowy, it's a little bit confusing, but if you keep walking down that path, eventually it's going to make sense. And the thing is, for most of you Geminis, it has to do with getting past the old one to welcome in the new one who potentially has I don't want to necessarily say marriage because not all of you are looking for that, but if you are, the next one in line seems like it would be much better than the one that's kind of offering you small peanuts or small potatoes, however you want to say it. There's more soulmate energy if you keep wandering down this path of darkness, right? I know we fear the unknown. We're sometimes we like to cling on to things, but it's not necessarily in a higher vibration. It's out of fear or it's out of, whatever, fill in the blank. I think a lot of you are being asked to quite literally practice your faith. Right? The priest, the pope, to get to the soulmate, but some of you have to wander past someone who's not good for you and detach yourself from them. Because again, there's like a parent-child dynamic here, even to the relationship. You may be significantly more mature than them, or vice versa. You may feel like they scold you almost like they're your father and not your boyfriend. Do you understand what I mean? So you are being asked to disconnect from a relationship that it really suppresses or suffocates your ability to thrive in life. So tell me more if Gemini were to separate. There's possibly something good with a Taurus or, again, it could be an Aries. I'm also seeing Pisces. Tell me more about like soulmate type energy. Someone who's willing to commit to Gemini. Someone who's equally willing to put in the work. I do feel like children are involved here too. So Gemini, if you were the child, this could be about your parents going through a nasty divorce or something like that. There's children. You might be dating someone who's a single father, a single mother. Yeah, for my Geminis, you may be a little bit more defensive in the way you approach relationships because in the past it felt like you got burned. It felt like somebody took advantage of your kindness and generosity. If this truly is a brand new person coming in, then you need to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not going to repeat the same mistakes as the last person because they're a totally different person, obviously, right? It's also saying, though, that you may be bringing in emotional baggage from a past relationship when it's saying, this is a clean slate. Like, why are you bringing in that stuff into this when they're two different people, two different situations? It's okay to let your guard down. Yeah, so there's a King of Cups wanting to make offers to you. I like that. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Tell me a little bit more. someone you play on a team with or on a league. That you could be in an acting class with them. You could have been on a sports team with them. You could have been in some sort of office environment where it was like a sales thing, like it was very competitive. But also the Five of Wands can just simply mean it's playful. It's something fun. It gets you motivated and excited. There's an energy to this person. So, okay, you have options. Yeah, and neither one of them are you, Gemini. But you literally have three kings. We three kings. So I put this one aside for some reason. I don't know why. This one is kind of floating around the vibe of they treat you like their child, or there's something about an unequal power dynamic with these cards. I don't love them in this spread. Possibly your Aries, possibly an Aquarius, doesn't have to be. Then there's Earth and Water, who it's like they're willing to meet on common ground. There's a playfulness. So particularly for my Geminis who resonate strongly with water, Gem Cancer cuspers maybe, or maybe your Cancer or your Venus is in Cancer, or the opposite if you are a Taurus Gem cusper, right? And maybe you have a Taurus rising or whatever. It doesn't matter. You have to pick your player because you're one of these people. These two could work quite well together. Now, for others of you, you are grappling with the decision of those in competition for your attention. So you could have Earth and Water coming after you, in which case you're the air sign, right? You're the one making the executive decisions on who you want to build with. I mean, bottom line, Gemini, this might not make sense for all of you right now, but in the near future, I see you having options. The thing is, it's not terrible because they're coming in as kings. I like to see that. Whereas these offers are coming in as pages. Again, childish, children, innocent, student type vibes. So, in fact, give me a romance angel on that. Anything I need to tell Gemini? Someone's coming out from the cold to communicate with you. I just don't think that what they can offer you at this time is really going to meet your needs long term. Yeah, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. It could also be a Pisces. All right, so then tell me about possibly marriage vibes here. What's the deal with that? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So some of you are already with your sweetheart, and if you're not questioning any other, if you're not struggling with any difficulties in the overall relationship, some of you, it's being raised to the next level of commitment, which for many of you is marriage or, engagement. And then give me one on each. Give me one on I almost said the Fire King. Good Lord, Gemini. How many? One on the Water King. King of Cups, possibly a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. And give me one on this Earth King, King of Pentacles, possibly a Taurus, doesn't have to be. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to one another, your bond deepens. And also new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Okay, so in terms of the new one, that seems to be like smooth sailing. I think you're being cautioned that you don't become dependent on your water sign or vice versa, your Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That has the potential of little red flags, but it doesn't mean you can't work through them. So anyway, Gem, up to you. That's what I got for you. That was a bit of a muddled reading, wasn't it? They are kind of this time. These readings are kind of all over the place. I think people are getting anxious, It's always during the holidays. People are just like, where's my person? I need a person. Make sure you're getting a person for the right reasons, Gemini. Again, Spirit is saying that for me, one of the first messages is you've done so much work on yourself. Make sure you honor that value, that integrity that you've been working on. So, all right, Gemini, Libra. What's up, Libra? How you doing? Let's talk about your person. The Tower in reverse. Oh, Libra, really? We're going to start off with the Tower? All right, let's see. Someone's got their eye on you. Okay, so this is interesting. This is someone else. This is someone who's got their eye on you and they're waiting for something in your current relationship to change. So they're waiting for something to fall so that they can rush in and have their moment with you. Yeah, so this, I don't know if this is a best friend or, I don't know, someone who already knows you. It could be someone at work, but here's the thing. They're privy to the idea that you are in a relationship that you're not completely happy in. So this person is waiting for something. I know this sounds mean, but hear me out. It's like, person A is you, person B is your current person. Person C knows that there's something weird going on and they're waiting for your current situation to break apart so that they can swoop in and be Superman and save the day. This person is essentially waiting for your relationship to fail so that they can come in. Now, Libra, I'm not saying you have to accept this offer or take advantage of it. I mean, I sort of like that they're waiting because they're not trying to instigate third-party stuff, but it's like they are sitting and waiting, ready for you to become free and single because they want to rush in and make an offer to you. This is probably someone who couldn't commit to you in the past, someone who feels like you're the one who got away. They are keeping tabs on you in any way possible. It could be a Scorpio, it could be a Taurus, it could be an Aries. Yeah, very likely an Aries or a King of Wands, a Aries, Leo, Sag. They're the temptation, though. That's the thing. You can rush back into this person's arms if your current relationship isn't going well, but have they truly changed, or are they just seeking attention? I feel like this person's lonely because they miss you, because you moved on. Yeah. This person even has like this weird psychic connection with you. It's like you guys think about each other when you're not together. This person is wanting to move forward, but it's like they're choosing their moments. Yeah, because they do want to come in with an Ace of Cups, but they're waiting for all this craziness going on in your life. They're waiting for their moment so that they catch you at a good time. I heard when you're most vulnerable, though. So I have to be honest, this feels like someone rushing in to be like arms that you rush into, but I don't know. There's just something about this. I question their intentions a little bit. So anyway, tell me about Libra. Where's Libra at with this? I don't love that it's like they're almost willing your current relationship to fail because they're not in it. That's what I'm saying. So this might not be your reading, Libra. But if it is, yeah, it's like this person on the sidelines. It's like they're like, I hope Libra gets a divorce. I hope Libra gets a divorce. That's what I sense here, especially a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sag. So currently, you may be wrapped up with your children right now. You might be a single parent. Doesn't have to be. But on this side, let's see. Yeah, see, you still think about this person, too, of the past. That's what I mean. There is like this psychic ability where you guys think about each other at the same time, but you don't always communicate that. But I don't know how I feel about this message, but I do sense that there's mutual love there. I think this person probably needed to treat you better, or vice versa. You could have rejected this person and moved on to someone else, but they're still, again, kind of hoping that you are freed from a current relationship to come back to them or something. Okay, so a lot of my Libras, you might currently be with a Scorpio or gone through some major personal transformation, some sort of achievement. I will say you probably have a Leo or a Scorpio that you're either currently with or interested in you. Mind you, this could also be a Leo, so whatever. You might have two. I still think that you think about the person of the past, but at the time, you weren't able to give that person what they needed, or vice versa. It could be that you wanted a serious, committed relationship, and this guy over here was like, well, I want to date you, but I don't want to marry you. In which case, a lot of my Libras were like, okay, no, then you lost me. So I think you found someone who gave you marriage. Only some of you, not everyone, you got into this marriage or this long-term commitment with the new person, only you realized it's almost like you liked what you had better with the old one. So you're at a bit of a standstill. You're at a bit of a crossroads because this is that classic thing of you got what you wanted, but it wasn't what you needed. It's almost like for some of you, Spirit was asking you to practice patience. And again, you guys need to follow your intuition because I don't know if this is your message or not. Okay, it won't be every time. Some of you were so focused on the goal of the wedding ring that you got it, but it wasn't substantial. Like it was the idea of marriage that you wanted. Then when you're actually in it, and some of you you're thinking about that person from the past because the vibe, the connection was better. So I think you got into a relationship where there's something, I have to be honest, Libra, there's something a little bit more superficial about, well, we have the title, like we're engaged or we're married or we have the fancy home. I'm just being honest. You guys know I love you, but there's something kind of superficial of why you entered into this thing. And it's almost like you got the wind knocked out of you when you realized getting what you wanted wasn't actually what you needed. Now, let's talk about this other person from the past who you're still thinking of, and they clearly are still thinking about you. But again, you're otherwise committed to someone right now, is what I see in the cards, okay? So if it's not your message, it's not your message. What is the deal with this King of Wands? Is he looking for a long-term commitment? Is he looking for... He wants to work with you. He wants to build with you. I don't know if he's committed, though. There's 3 people in this card. There's a masculine and 2 feminines, so... Twin girls. Does anybody have twin girls? This person is not showing hand, the expression in cards, like they're not showing face. What is this person planning? This person, it's not dangerous, but it's like this person is planning their attack to come into your life. Because, yeah, they still think about you all the time. There's absolutely still passion there for them. They have an Ace of Cups and they also have an Ace of Wands. So I have to be honest. I mean, this could be very messy, but it could be very good if you guys are truly ready to try and make it work. It's not just that they're coming in with sexual desires and sexual offers. I mean, there is love there too. but can we trust it? I don't know why I'm just being, throw some romance angels on it. I'm just being called to say there's something a little bit suspicious about this. It's not in the clear yet. You probably had a tower moment with this person in the past, or losing you caused them to have a tower moment and some sort of awakening. Did they completely change their ways? I don't know, Libra. I'm telling you right out the gate, I can't really say. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. And trust, the situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so I'm going to say it. This person does not have terrible cards. Okay, but there it is. There's deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. I think this Fire King, whether they are a fire sign or not, that's the only person card I have here, so that's why I'm calling them the Fire King. This person knows that they want to be with you, but I think they're very hell-bent on not calling it marriage. There's something about they value their freedom too much. I think this person has the capability to give to you and only you, but there's something very particular about the way they want to do it, and so they're excuse me, they're inflexible in a sense. Tell me about either the one that Libra's headed towards or the one that they're currently with, not the past person. Tell me about this. So for some of my Libras, you truly outgrew this relationship. Back in the day, there was something desirable about it, but because you've done a lot of self-transformation work, especially during Scorpio season, it's almost like you're the butterfly. You've exited the cocoon, and there's something about this where you would have to go back in the cocoon. Do you get the metaphor? I don't know if you're being called to really revisit this. I apologize. Sorry. Oh, now I got a tickle. I'm really sorry, Libra. All right, give me some more on this. The current person, or again, you might be single and you might be in between these two. Playfulness and retreat. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. And retreats. It's time to disconnect from the world. So neither one of your people have bad cards. They're both kind of, could be. Ironically, though, this person of the past, I feel like they view you as a soulmate, but you don't necessarily trust it for just reasons. Because I think in a sense, something wasn't right about this where you felt like it was okay to detach from it. And so I think you're grappling with the decision of opening the chapter back up and going back to this. All right, Libra, I'm so sorry about that. I completely lost control of my senses and coughing there. So yeah, basically you're at a crossroads. There's someone from the past who's wanting to reach out to you. I do sense that this is someone who you had a tower moment with, or they had one with you not really knowing, because you chose to go with an option that offered you more at the time, and rightfully so. This person may have changed their ways. I have to be honest, Libra, I'm not really getting a sense of that, whether they have or haven't. But do they still have love for you? Yes. Do they view you as a soulmate? Yes. But can you trust them coming back saying they're going to promise you all this and follow through? I don't know. I honestly don't know, because it's like they have an ace up their sleeve, but they're not showing yet. Now, the person you're with has potential. I have to be honest. I see this as someone who you get along with and they treat you well, but the passion isn't there. It's comfortable. It's nice. I'm sure the attention feels good, right? And I'm not shaming you for that. I'm just being honest. This one seems like, I think you might not be completely honest with yourself regarding how happy you really are in this. And that's why this is hard, because when you think back to the past, with this King of Wands, for some of you, you had a great time, but they weren't willing to engage with you exclusively. I think this person kind of got their karma, and they understand that, you're not going to accept anything less than commitment. And so I think they're grappling with that because they value their freedom, but they also really value you. So I think this person is going to reach out to you and try and at least mend fences. You are in a tricky situation, though, because I think you already have a person or something that's keeping you away from engaging with the past. I have to be honest, I think you will very likely end up trying to manifest a new beginning with this person. I just see something about your current position. It's okay, but it doesn't really do it for you. It doesn't check all the boxes. And so I have to be honest, if you don't love this person, then rightfully so. You should probably, release them out into the universe. You can do it in a kind way. But something about this, it just doesn't, it doesn't meet your expectations of what you thought it would feel like. On paper, it looks good. It sounds good. Again, that's why I hate to use the word superficial, but there's something about like, the idea of having it is better than what it actually feels like. That's the best I can do to explain it. So I think a lot of you may end up giving this person from your past a second chance. That's just because at least at very minimum, it will clarify or confirm what you were thinking or feeling before, or it will truly show you that this person has changed their ways. I mean, I guess, I don't know, you can choose to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, I know some of you are watching this going, I'm never going to take my ex back and blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Good for you. You do not have to take your ex back ever, Libra. I'm just showing you the energy that is available to you, okay? If you're completely single and looking, if you don't have an ex from the past reaching out to you, it looks like there's a Cancer coming in, or again, possibly a Scorpio. Yeah, someone who will treat you well, someone who will give you flowers. I'm seeing flowers. All right, cool. Let's move on. Let's do our Aquarius friends. Aquarius. We shuffle a few cards here. Aquarius. I'm seeing Cancer again, possibly with Aquarius. Okay, we're shuffled, let's do it. All right, Aquarius, let's talk about your person. Aquarius, let's cut the deck. Oh, 8 of Swords, 4 of Cups. I get the same message for you all the time. It's, your person is all up in their head. They're wanting to revive something. It's like you guys tried to, it's like this cheesy metaphor I'm getting of like, the flower you were trying to grow between you. There's something about this person is wanting to go back and do it better this time, but they fear that you've already moved on. This person has probably put a lot of work into themselves spiritually. This person could have suffered from some sort of addiction issue or even like, I don't know if mental illness is the right term, but anxiety, depression, something about that. I do feel like this person is trying to do a lot of work on themselves, but I think they're trying to win you back, but they feel like it's hopeless. I do kind of see you peeking in and looking at their progress, though. It's almost like if you guys are still friends on social media or something of the sort, you may be looking them up on LinkedIn. It's just like you're just kind of taking a peek to see what's up. But this could have been a situation where one or both of you were very in your head about it. It could be at the time they weren't ready to give you what you wanted or what you needed. And so, I don't know, time has passed, and I think this person, they're still interested in you, but I think they think that you're going to reject them. Little do they know. There might be news of pregnancy with someone. Now, obviously, if that's not you, it's going to be someone in your life, I guess. It's coming through in your spread, so it could be you if you're currently with someone else. Although, no, hold on. Let me tell you about the someone else. If Aquarius is pregnant, what's the deal with that? What's the storyline there? Yeah, 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So you are thrilled. This would be good news. Okay, thank you for confirming that. Again, not everybody's story, right? Some of you are with someone, though, whether you're pregnant or not, who you see so much potential in. Like, you see yourself having a family with them or whatever it is that you desire and love. Not everybody wants marriage and babies. That's cool. Whatever this is, though, you hold it in very high regard. So if you're not there yet, Aquarius, that may be coming in for you. So that's an exciting message. That may be with a Taurus. Possibly a Pisces, possibly a Virgo. So yeah, there's something from the past that it almost has the temptation vibe. It didn't work out for some reason, but I think this person is still holding out hope that they could change your mind or that you may have a change of heart about them. Somebody wants 2 of Cups with you, but they screwed it up. You've already graduated from the cycle. You've moved on to the Wheel of Fortune, finding your soulmate. So yeah, some of you are with a Scorpio or a Capricorn right now, that it's like a whole new game. It's like there's something that brings you tremendous peace of mind with them. They treat you very well. Like all the cards after this person who you're showing up in their spread, 2 of Cups, but they also have 5 of Cups, indicating they like spilled the cups. They blew it. Or something went wrong in the relationship where it couldn't thrive. I do think this person had a lot of internal demons kind of getting in the way, whether it was addiction issues or codependency, or there was something about this person who, again, they weren't coming at a place where it was pure love, because again, there was stuff interfering with it coming together. Anyway, on your end, you either have a really good option coming in, or some of my Aquarians are currently with someone and it's amazing. I don't know how else to tell you. You have the World, you have Ace of Pentacles, you have Wheel of Fortune, you have Six of Cups, you have the Four of Swords, and the Death card I like here because it does stand for transformation or a Scorpio. So some of my Aquarians may be having like a baby with a Scorpio soon, or giving birth to a Scorpio baby or something like that. This could be someone that you manifested during the Taurus full moon, Scorpio season, right? Or even way back, it could have been the Scorpio full moon. Something about this could be a timestamp. I'm just saying, I actually like the Death card here because it's surrounded by these amazing cards. So is it worth going back to the past? I mean, your person certainly hopes you will, but here's the thing. I do sort of get this, I never use this word, but I keep hearing it recently as martyrdom, where it's like this person sees you and the life you're building, whether you're single or with someone else, and it's almost like they don't think they deserve you because they always feel like they lack what you need, or they can't provide you what you need. So in a way, it's like as much as this person would love to come forward and make an offer to you, they constantly kind of shoot themselves down, or they delay coming forward because they're so in their head about, well, I like Aquarius, but they're going to shoot me down, and I already screwed up with them, and they would never take me back. So, I mean, I'm not allowed to use swears anymore because I got in trouble, but I would say blank or get off the pot. Like, say something, move forward, communicate with Aquarius, or you are going to lose them, because you absolutely will. Aquarius has at least one really beautiful option, if not two. Some of you are at a stage where you've been with someone long enough where you're kind of starting to question, should we be building a family? It's almost, especially for my females, you're kind of thinking about, timelines of parenthood and things of that. I'm not saying you're moving forward with it, but I think some of you definitely are. You have many, many cards indicating pregnancy to me. Big round bellies. Do you see all these rounded cards going through here? And I mean, this is a very unique Seven of Pentacles. She's literally shown, fertile, right? Do you see her pregnant belly there? So of course, it's not everyone's story, but for a lot of you, it is. You're at least considering that, again, with your Scorpio, possibly Sagittarius, possibly Capricorn, Virgo. You have a lot of signs here, but there's soulmate energy, and there's nothing that I dislike here. There's nothing that's nagging at you or this or that. It's important decisions, sure. But, meditate on it, think about it. But it's like there's ample room for you to make well-informed decisions with the person you're currently with. Now, that looks great. I understand some of you are single and you're like, I don't get it. I don't know who that is. Again, you have to have faith that it's either going to be your message or you're blocking it because this thing is consuming you. So let's talk about this old one. I'm seeing The Great Gatsby. Does that mean something to someone out there, that book? Did somebody just read that? The Great Gatsby. Whoa. Religious factors. Religious factors in your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Playfulness to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Nothing about this feels playful. This feels arduous. This feels like torment. This feels, because this person is really, they have like a defeatist attitude about themselves. They're not projecting it onto you. I think this person had a chance with you at one point and they blew it, or they failed in some way. And I'm not really saying that, especially for the cross watchers. I'm not trying to offend you, but something about the timeline of you and Aquarius clearly didn't work out. Only I'm speaking to the crosswatcher, I assume. You're very clearly still holding on to it, but you're deceiving yourself. This whole thing of like, oh, well, I could never be the one, or Aquarius has moved on. I'm just throwing it out there. Tarot cards, right? Possibilities are all over the place here. You could end up being this person's 10 of Cups if Aquarius is still single. If you're both kind of thinking about each other, if you have actually done the internal work and you shape up and you actually communicate with them, who's to say this 2 of Cups you're holding out for with Aquarius couldn't turn into something later? I'm just saying. There's deception here of someone lying to themselves, and it's one or the other. It's, I don't think about them, but I actually love them. Or it's, I love them, but they're not really good for me. Like, there's like a dichotomy of what people are telling themselves versus actually saying to their person. And then, so interesting, this came in reverse. It says it is safe for you to love again. open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. I think that's in reverse because that has to do with the deception. Someone is like, I'm ready to love again. I'm ready to put myself out there, but they don't actually believe it. And again, I think Aquarius, this might be your person. That's why they're not stepping through, because they don't feel it's safe. They feel like if they make some sort of gesture that you'll reject them. And I don't think they could possibly stand the rejection again. You might be dealing with a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or whoever. They're all up in their feels. And they're always watching. They're always like waiting to see if there's a moment where they could step in and come forward. But I feel you, because some of you Aquarians are watching this and it's incredibly frustrating. You're like, why won't they come forward? And I'm with you. They have their own stuff to deal with. So either they will or they won't. But I have to be honest, Aquarius, you have no say in this. They're going to step forward when they do or they won't. I mean, if you know who this is, if this is all making sense to you, you could take the first step, right? You could reach out and see if there's something there. Because, I mean, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. For at least someone here, there's attraction. For some of you, it's mutual. Others of you are like, yeah, no, I'm good with my current person. I'm telling you, some of my Aquarians are going to be having kids soon. Children, your love life is being affected by children. So, I don't know. Let your friends help you. This person just kind of needs to get it together. They have to truly believe that they deserve love and then go after it. I don't know what they're waiting for. I just don't. If anything, though, I think the major thing holding them back is the fact that they know that you're already with someone, Aquarius. And of course, you can reverse the energies, right? I have two storylines going, so pick which one makes sense to you. But you're going to be hearing from the Gemini or the Virgo. That's what I think. And you may be bringing it to the next level with them, too. There's something magic about that. So anyway, that's what I got for you, Aquarius. Please like, share, subscribe. Let me know in those comments down below what resonates, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. And check out your December monthlies. They are already all posted for all the zodiac signs. Bye.